going to start in a comfortable seat. Pull the flesh out from underneath your tailbone and rest your hands on your knees or thighs. Sit up tall and tuck your chin just slightly to your chest. Just start to connect with your breath. Observe your 5 senses. Turning down the thinking mind and turning up the feeling body. Relax your jaw. Allow your shoulders to sink closer to the floor. And release any clenching in your low belly. Start to take rotations, pulling the chest forward, rolling the shoulders back. As you exhale, hanging onto your knees, tuck your chin to your chest and round your spine, bringing it around like a big circle with your heart. As you exhale, let your chest and spine fall back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, rock back. One more time in this direction. Exhale, release. Good. Switch directions. Exhale. Inhale, roll forward. Chest proud. Exhale, push it back. Chest and chin curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine. Lift your chin. Sweep your arms to the sky. Interlace your hands above your head and press your palms straight up. Side stretch over to the right. Gaze left. Back up through center. Inhale. Side stretch to the left. Exhale. Good. Again. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Now drop your left hand down. Extend your right arm towards the side. Maybe your left elbow comes to the mat. Only if you can keep your heels grounded. And drawing a big circle towards the middle to get yourself over to the right side, right hand, right elbow down, left arm up and over. 2 more times like that. Sweep it around to the left, open the chest. Sweep it around to your right, roll your top shoulder open. Good, lift yourself back to center. Coming to a seated forward fold, pull the flesh out from underneath you, reach for your toes, ankles, calves. We'll come back here later, but just allowing the spine to open up a little bit. As you roll up to a seat, cross your ankles and find a child's pose. Heart chakra energy is the energy of self-compassion, self-love, and love and compassion towards others. It's associated with the element of air. It's associated with forgiveness, grief, peace. And I find it interesting that when we allow self-love, allow forgiveness, and create inner peace, we too feel this sense of lightness, like a weight has been lifted, just like the element of air. As we settle into this practice, perhaps reflect on the heart chakra, and ask yourself, where can I show myself a little bit more compassion? Can I forgive myself for not being perfect? Can I give myself grace? And through that forgiveness, we're actually more inspired to show up differently. Start to walk your hands over to the top right corner of your space. Breathe into your upper left side body. Switch sides, crawl your hands over to the top left corner of your space and breathe into your upper right side body. Hands come back through center. Press up onto tabletop, all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Drop your belly, tilt your tailbone, and gaze upwards for cow pose. And on an exhale, cat pose, round your spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, cow pose, like you're widening your collarbones if that were possible. Exhale, cat pose, gaze to your waistband. Couple more rounds. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Back to a neutral spine. Lift your right arm to the sky. Roll your wrist a few times in each direction. And thread the needle. Slide your right arm underneath your left shoulder. Slide left hand forward, tent up onto your fingertips. Or wrap your hand around your back, searching for a bind. Deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Replace your left hand, press up and reach your right arm to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, lift your left arm, roll your wrist a few times. Exhale, thread the needle, slide your left arm underneath your right shoulder. You can slide your right hand forward, tent on your fingertips, or take a bind. Or place your right hand, inhale, press up, reach tall. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog pose. A moment here to settle in. See if you can press the floor away from you to inch your chest closer to your thighs. And imagine you're hugging your ears with your biceps to create space in your upper back. Any micro movements that feel good here? Maybe pedal the feet, shake your head no, or shake your head yes. Next time you inhale, lift your heels nice and high. Exhale, sink them back down. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose, walk to your hands, grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Release your hands to the floor. Slowly roll yourself up to a standing position. Once your head and neck arrive, sweep your arms to the sky. Take a breath in, gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, standing back bend. Interlace your hands behind your back and lift your chest backwards. Squeeze your glutes to protect your low spine. Inhale back up to neutral. Interlace your hands behind your low spine. As you inhale, press your knuckles down, chest up, gaze up. Exhale, bound forward, fold, hinge all the way down. Good, you can always drop the spine if it feels uncomfortable. We're gonna move into an open twist. Bend your left knee, open your right shoulder. You can drop your bottom hand down to the mat if you need. And switch sides, back through center, bend your right knee, open your left shoulder. Come back through center, release the bind, grab opposite elbows or maybe even opposite shoulders to shake that out. Ragdoll pose. Hands to your mat or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, coming into a half kneel. I'm just rocking it out. If you have sensitive knees, you can place a blanket or a pillow underneath your left knee, or fold your mat over for a little bit more cushion. That being said, if you press into the top of your left foot, some pressure will release from your knee. Good. Find about a 90-degree bend in your knee and then sweep your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Slight tuck of the tailbone here, neutral spine. Lift up out of your chest as you inhale. Gentle back bend as you exhale. Sink into your right knee and lift your chest up and back. I've got a steeple grip here, but you can also take hands behind your head. If you're feeling open enough, go ahead and interlace your hands behind your low back. Stay for one breath in. One breath out. Release your hands back above your head. Side stretch over to the right. Bend your left elbow and grab onto it, or grab your left wrist. Reach up and over as you gaze to the left, sinking a little bit more into that right knee for a nice hip flexor stretch. And come on back to center, half splits. Option to take airplane arms. Maybe interlace your hands behind your back and press your chest forward. If that feels like too much, just hands on blocks or your mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Gently bend into your right knee. Three-legged dog. Plant your palms. Lift your right leg high and open up that hip for scorpion dog. Draw circles with your toes, your knee. Switch out the direction of those circles. Three-legged dog, hip square. Downward facing dog, release. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to a stand. Exhale, interlace, or rather back bend, hands behind your head, lift your chest up and back. This time, option to bend the knees for a bit more sensation. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your low spine. Inhale, press your knuckles down, chest up. Exhale, bound, forward fold. Bend your left knee, open your right shoulder. Come back through center, bend your right knee, open your left shoulder. Back to center, release the bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time ball pose. Lift your heels, sink your hips. Grab opposite elbows for a little bit more of a balance challenge. Or keep your hands on blocks or mat. Can you tuck your chin a little closer to your chest? Breathe. Good. High plank or tabletop. Press your hands down, toes or knees back. Lower all the way down to your belly. Lift your chest for cobra pose. Keep a bend in the elbows. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead down onto your mat. Good. Bend your knees, wave your feet side to side. Anahata chakra, heart chakra, is the chakra of self-love, self-compassion. Where can you show yourself a little bit more self-love and self-compassion in your own life? Setting up for Sphinx pose, bring your chin back to center, forearms to your mat, elbows right underneath the shoulder. Without moving your hands, pull your mat towards you, lift the chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Chin comes down through center. Maybe to the other side. Chin comes through center. Back to the left. Keep here, moving your head side to side, or make it a full rotation like you're drawing this circle on the ceiling with your chin. If you're taking rotations, switch directions. Good. Back to Sphinx pose. Inhale, draw your elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, lower down. Rest your head to your hands, or you can make fists with your hands. It's a little bit less bony for your forehead to rest on. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. This time, slide your hands out on a diagonal about 6 to 8 inches, coming into a seal pose. It's like a wide cobra. So hands and arms are in a triangular shape here, nice and wide. Good. Now start to dip your right shoulder in towards the center of your mat as you bend your right elbow upwards and gaze off to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder in, bend your left elbow upwards and gaze to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come back to your pillow. Relax your jaw. Use these moments of stillness to connect to your breath. Observe your 5 senses. What do you feel, see, hear, smell, taste? Resisting the mind's urge to label or categorize these sensations and just witnessing, just feeling. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tee out your right arm straight to the side and start to roll onto your right shoulder and hip, broken wing pose. You can keep your knees stacked like this or kickstand your left foot behind you. Extend your left arm to the sky if you feel like you've got more space. Maybe your left hand comes behind your back for a half bind. Try to keep your head resting on the floor here. Replace your left hand underneath your shoulder. Roll yourself back to center. Tee out your left arm straight to the side. Roll onto your left side, your left shoulder, left hip. You can stay with your knees stacked, or kickstand your right foot behind you. Roll yourself back to center. Tabletop, press yourself up. Downward facing dog, send your hips back. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Gaze forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. This time step your right foot back. Come to a kneeling position, hands on your left thigh, rock in and out. Press into the top of your right foot to take pressure off of your right knee. And then sweep your arms overhead. Crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Nice neutral spine, lengthening up out of your hips and chest. Now adding a back bend, you can keep it nice and gentle. Just lean your chest back a couple inches or take a deeper variation, hands behind your head, hands interlaced at your low spine. We've got one breath in here. One breath out here. Gently release your grip, arms to the sky, side stretch to the left. Grab your right wrist or right elbow for a little bit more sensation. And reach up and over, gazing to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, half splits. Option for airplane arms. Chest expansion to add a little more anahata energy, heart chakra energy to this hamstring stretch. If that doesn't work, hands to blocks, hands to mat is always acceptable. Relax your jaw. Release tension in places that don't need to be tense. Heart chakra energy is about softening, opening, expanding. Good. Start to rebend your left knee. Three-legged dog. Kick your left leg to the sky. Scorpion dog. Bend your knee, open up to your scorpion. Draw circles with your toes, your knee. And switch out the direction of those circles. Good. Downward facing dog. Drop to your knees, tabletop position. Press your right foot back, rock back and forth a few times. Opening up to an assisted side plank. Swing your left shin out on a diagonal or a 90-degree angle and sweep your right hand to the sky. Now send your right hand towards the front. Stay here or lift the right heel. Stay here or bend your knee, reach around for the inside arch of your foot. If you've got the foot, kick up and back into your hand. Gaze down to hold your balance. Gently release your foot to the floor. If you took this variation, inhale, send your right hand towards the mirrors. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. Other side, press your left foot back, rock back and forth. Assisted side plank to the left. Swing your right shin out so it's acting as a kickstand. Left arm straight up. Now send your left hand towards the front mirrors. Stay here or lift your left heel. Stay here or bend your knee, reach around for your foot. Gaze down to hold your focus, hold your balance. Press hand to foot, foot to hand. Lower your left foot to the floor. Inhale, send your left hand forward. Exhale, tabletop. Little wrist love. Flip one hand upside down so your fingertips are facing your knees. Stay here or gently send your hips back, trying to keep this arm straight. Come on back, untuck your hand, retuck the opposite hand, trying to keep your arms straight. And if you need more sensation, gently send your hips back. Come back through center. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Setting up for pigeon, reach your right leg high. Right knee to right wrist. Scoot your left knee back. You can also always place a block or a pillow underneath this right glute. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come down to sleeping pigeon on your forearms. A few breaths here. If you're cozy here, you can always stay. We're going to move into mermaid pose, nice and slow, working step by step. If you're new to the pose, I do recommend something underneath your glute so you can stay balanced. So I'm going to place a block underneath my right glute. You can use a pillow, pile of books. Feel free to pause the video if you need. Then meet me on your hands in half pigeon. Step one, bend your left knee, reach around with your left hand to grab the inside arch of your foot. You may not be able to reach your toes just yet. That's okay. Think about the intention of reaching. Drop shoulders away from your ear. Start to rock your heel in and out for phase two. And again, this might feel like enough. If you've got a little bit more, press your right hand on your right thigh, chest forward. Now we've got a little bit of a back bend, a lot of bit of a back bend. Good. Stay here or slide your foot into your elbow crease. Start to lift your right hand up and over to eventually connect. Today it might look like this. Eventually it will look like this with practice, with consistency. If not today, one day. That's my mantra. Gently release your back foot. Remove any props out from underneath you. Tuck your toes, scorpion dog. Kick your right leg high and open up your hip. This time, option to move into wild thing. Right toes come down, right hand towards the mirrors. Downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. Juicy breath out. Don't be afraid to make it audible. Hum, buzz your lips, big sigh. One more breath in. Rinse it out. Shake your head. Good. Lift your left leg to the sky, setting up for half pigeon. Left knee to left wrist. Always welcome to place a block or pillow under your hip. Stay here or come down to your forearms. Start to walk your hands underneath your shoulders, finding a pillow or prop underneath your left glute. Start to bend the right knee and reach around for your inside arch of your foot. This might be your work today, reaching for that foot, building that quad, opening that quad flexibility. If you've got the foot, start to rock your heel in and out. If that's feeling good. Checking that your hips are square to the mirror. So a lot of times I see people like this. Hip bone is facing outwards. We want hip bone facing forward. That might mean you lift your block up to the middle or high setting. For me, low setting feels good. Then either lifting the left arm, working that heel to, or rather toes to elbow crease, eventually connecting the fingertips for mermaid. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Gently release the foot. Release the props. Tuck your back toes under, three-legged dog, scorpion dog, or option to move it into a wild thing. Send your left hand towards the front. And roll yourself back. Deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Drop to a tabletop, take a seat. From the front of your space, slide your right heel into your left inner thigh. Pull the flesh out from underneath you so you can feel nice and grounded. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, Janu Sirsasana, turn your torso and fold over your left leg. Options here. You can bend your knee a lot, so much so that you can rest your forehead onto it. You can use blocks or bolsters underneath your elbows. If you can reach for your toes, start to reach for the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Once you have that, moving towards a seated compass variation. So left arm comes inside the left thigh. And starting to sneak your head underneath your shoulder. This is all optional. Just different variations of the posture. Allow for a little bit more depth. Good, and if you're here, you can even press into the floor to lift your chest a little bit more. Lifting back up to a seat, right hand behind you, stargazer. Lift onto your right shin. It's almost like wild thing, but on your knee, opening your chest with a little arch in the spine. Option to take big circles with your left arm. Lower your hips to the floor. And switching sides. I'm going to turn around so you can see me, but you don't have to do that. This time, slide your left heel into your right inner thigh. And extend your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, turn your torso and fold over your extended leg, finding a big bend in your knee. Maybe a block underneath your elbows. Or reaching for the outside of your right foot with your left hand. If you've got that grip, start to press your right hand inside your right leg and sneak your head underneath your left shoulder. And if that feels good, you can keep pressing the floor with your right arm to get a little bit more opening in the chest and the shoulders and the side body. Start to lift yourself back up to a seat. Left hand behind you. Stargazer, lift onto your left shin. Extend your right arm back. Open up your chest. Nice big circles with the arm if it feels good. And lower your hips to the floor. Forward fold. Come back to the front. Pull the flesh out from underneath you. Lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Noticing any differences here from the beginning of class. Relax your jaw. Can you draw your shoulders away from your ears for this final breath in? Final breath out. Lift yourself back to a seat. Scoot your hips forward and lie down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Good. If you don't have a block or a pillow, go ahead and grab one. We're going to move into an active bridge with an option for wheel pose for those who are craving it, followed by a supported bridge with a block, pillow, or prop underneath the hips. So pause the video if you need. And when you're ready, we'll meet in a bridge setup. Feet hip width distance apart, heels close to your glutes. Tuck, curl, lift your hips. First round is active. We'll interlace the hands underneath the low spine, walk your shoulder blades in together. Now you're welcome to stay here. Beautiful heart opener, great option. Or if you're craving a wheel today, hands come back, bend your elbows and plant your hands. Fingertips are facing your feet. And remember, if you want to try on wheel pose today, only safety consideration is to make sure that if you try it and you want to exit the posture, tuck your chin to your chest to lower yourself down. As long as you remember chin to chest, you'll be safe to explore. Level 1, prop up under the crown of your head and remember chin to chest if you want to lower down. Level 2, straighten the arms. Optional level 3, come back to level 1, then slide your forearms under for forearm wheel. Good, slowly lower down. Whichever variation you chose, hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Option to stay here or take plow pose. Lift your hips over your shoulders. Hands at your low back for support. And let your legs fall back. Slide your hands down your back, down your butt to lower yourself down. This time setting up for a supported bridge pose. Tuck, curl, lift your hips in place. Block, pillow, bolster right underneath the low back, the sacrum. If you're looking for the right spot, it's about where you'd put a belt on a low to mid-rise jean. Or if you know anybody with little snake bite dimples, that's about the place you're looking for, the small of your back. Stay here or add legs up the wall. Lift your heels to stack over your hips. If you're near a wall, you can move to a wall to rest your heels onto it. Or just take this waterfall variation. Option to add in the arms, stack your wrists over your shoulders. Let gravity do the work here, sending blood flow in the opposite direction. This has a very calming effect on the mind and body. Activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which means your rest and relax button. Lower your hands and feet to the floor. Slide the block out from underneath you and hug your knees into your chest. Extend your arms long behind you and grab for opposite wrists or opposite elbows. Let your knees fall over to the right, gaze to the left. Lift back through center. Let your knees fall over to the left. Gaze to the right. Knees back to center. Happy baby. Grab for feet, shins, ankles. Whatever you've got today, press your low back down, rock side to side. And when you're ready, Hug your knees into your chest one more time. This time, lift your forehead up to meet your knees. Squeeze every muscle in your body, your pelvic floor, your glutes, your toes, your fingers, all the muscles in your face. Squeeze everything tight. Fully contract. Savasana, fully expand. I'll stay here with you for Savasana and call you out when it's time. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take deeper inhales and exhales. Rock your head from side to side. Bend into your knees and roll yourself up to a seat, a little rock back and forth, or move through a fetal position. And we'll close with one final breath together. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Connecting to the energy of anahata, heart chakra, soft yin energy, the energy of forgiveness, compassion, love, inner peace. Exhale the stale air out of your lungs. Visualizing a bright green light at the center of your chest. Inhale, see that light expand. Breathe into your heart space. Exhale, soften and release. Connect your palms to your third eye chakra, the chakra just between your brows, representing your intuition, your inner wisdom, your higher self. May you practice self-love, self-compassion, so that you may show others that same love and compassion too. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. With so much gratitude, namaste.